All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Ashley Hesseltine, here to talk about her new comedy special, Woo. Here Comes the Bride. It's out now on YouTube. You could also watch on Amazon Prime. How are we doing?
Great.
Welcome back.
Glad to be here.
We just saw you on tour.
It was so fun.
It was so much fun. And I feel like it's been a while since you've been on the podcast.
Years.
Like
you guys were in another room. There wasn't a dog.
Maybe a whole other office, actually.
You guys might have not been married.
Definitely
definitely not.
None of us were married.
Yeah,
no, look at us now.
We were single in a closet. We were single in a closet.
Yes. And that's so funny. We're reading Yesteryear right now.
Yeah.
And you are. I saw you post on your story.
How far are you guys?
We're halfway. Exactly halfway because we split our book club into like 2 episodes a month. So we do like a halfway in the beginning and then the second half. So we are actually recording later. Our
so it's fresh on the brain right now.
It's nutty.
It is.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
It's like heavy. Like I'll
is.
find myself like I don't feel good right now reading this. Like I
No,
haven't been in a
totally.
good headspace. I sat next to this guy in the plane, and at the end of the flight, getting here, he goes, "You read a lot of that book." And like, he clocked it. He was like, "Are you almost done?"
I love
was
when like
"Sir?"
people do that to you. Like straight, they're like, "Wow," or even if you just are reading one page, like to start a conversation, someone will be like, "So do you love to read?"
Oh, no, I wasn't reading or anything. I wasn't busy reading. Do you guys know they're making? Sorry to interrupt you. No, I'm so sorry.
No, you're the guest. Please.
Do you know they're making it into a movie?
Yes, we just
with
saw that.
Anne Hathaway. She's in everything.
Yeah,
Are
I think she's kind of cornered the market on like
books.
on like crazy book
Yes,
women.
every idea of you, Verity, Silent Patient. Now, it's fine.
Yeah.
This is not shade, but it's
Wait,
gotta
but
be.
I didn't really.
Was she cast in The Silent Patient?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay,
she's in every-
that doesn't make sense to me to do Verity and the
That's
Silent
what I'm
Patient.
saying.
That to
yeah.
me is too close.
That's what I'm saying.
I also reading Yesteryear would not picture Natalie to be Anne Hathaway. I guess.
No, I wouldn't have pictured her
Same.
either.
Right? I mean, I don't know
No.
who I was picturing.
Here's my
Nora
issue.
Smith.
Yeah,
Can't be everything.
Here's my issue, and I have did because we after we finish the book, we try and do like a fan casting or whatnot. And anytime there's like a woman that maybe has a little bit of like a creepy element to her, I'm like Rosamund Pike. Like, and it's just because of Gone Girl.
Girl.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just
So
'cause
true.
of Gone Girl.
Yeah,
But
this-
every time
this-
I'm like this Rosamund Pike.
Wait, I
like,
can
That's
see
actually
that.
a really
Yeah,
good one for
for
Yesteryear. That is. I did have to take a couple breaks while reading, though, the first half of this because I felt the same way. I was like, ooh.
I don't know. I'm like, it's a interesting read. It's not
is.
feel good.
No, but it
No.
is very interesting, I
Yeah.
will say.
Yeah.
And it kind of hooks you right away, I thought.
Immediately.
I thought the beginning, very beginning gets you right in. But let's talk about you. Let's talk
let's
about your
do this.
special.
Let's
We
do
haven't
yeah,
seen
we
you
can talk
since
about
we were in
everything.
Seattle.
We have not seen you since Seattle, but we
Yes.
have watched
which was
your
kind
special.
of a fever dream, especially that dinner.
We never talked about that dinner.
Moving 3 times, tables 3
Moving
times.
tables 3 times.
We went to dinner.
We were like half
in-
asleep.
To give background, we went to dinner in Seattle after our show, and like Fran said, we were half asleep, and it felt like the restaurant was in on a joke and a prank towards us that we were not in on. They made us move tables 3 different times. We were at a battle with another table from across the room.
They stole our table.
They stole our table. They honestly, it was really good. Remember, they were like, "We're going to send over with like some buttery appetizer."
Yeah.
And
Well, our waitress
the
was like-
waitress was putting on a comedy show.
She was.
She knew. I think she knew Ashley was a comedian. Was like, "I'm going to audition for her right now. Like, this is LA."
I think she was just like a Seattle person. I think she said cool beans.
A couple
every
of
time.
times.
Like, remember that? I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, which is fine. Whatever you want to say.
I remember at one point during the dinner, though, I was like, I have to get home. Like, I was.
No, you were falling. I thought you might
this
fall
at the
asleep
table.
at the
Like,
dinner.
I'm gonna fall asleep
In your
into
martini.
into the martini, into the pasta, like holding on tight
Yeah.
to stay awake.
Wait, and she was trying to tell you about pasta, and you're like, I'm good. I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I know my pasta.
Like, I'm Italian, okay?
Yeah. That was a funny dinner. Right. And the whole front, we like walk in through a certain door, and we never been to this place before, and we're not from Seattle, and we're like looking at this room. The room's empty. And the guy's like, it'll be 10 minutes for your table. And we're looking at this empty room like, what do you mean?
And then they sat, and I was like, you guys, I think there's a whole other area of the restaurant, and I'm going to go scope it out.
You were
Another back
adamant that we
room.
moved
I
to
love
the
to
other
move a
room.
table.
Yeah.
I loved. I'm there. I'm paying a lot of money
Yeah.
to dine. I want
Yes.
to vibe.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want to
want-
sit in the overflow
Right.
room.
And then they kept telling us we had to be in the window despite it being dark and raining and couldn't see anything anyway.
Like it feels like you're on a boat.
Yeah. Like it's like for the view, it's like 10:30 p.m. Like
Yeah.
we
And we really milked it though. We were like, yeah, this view is just superb. It's
that third
so
table
good.
really was
Yeah.
where the place.
We had a
to be.
great time though, and
But then
thank
you
you
guys
so
got
much.
stranded.
Yeah, we did, but then we got a private jet, and
It
I
worked
will
out.
say
Yeah.
this: I was a little upset for you that your flight didn't get fully canceled because you
I
would have
could've
been on the jet with us. Because you would have been just went
I would
to
have had
San
to be.
Diego,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, just phone.
I felt-
just like come to San Diego, then you can figure it out.
I felt envious that your flight took off until we got the private jet, and I thought, ooh, Ashley could have been on this.
You guys really worked it out. I was so happy for you.
yeah,
Thank you.
But it was a great time. We had so
Yeah,
much
we had
fun.
so much fun. How are you feeling now that the special's out? We watched
Great.
it. So funny.
So
I,
funny.
I sent
Thank
this to
you.
you last night that I literally started taking notes on the special because I was cracking up.
What an
but
honor.
but the first one I wrote was put crystals up my pussy. And then I knew I was in because I started hysterical laughing at that. And I just thought it was so spot on for like what people think about
LA.
and you've been living there. So
Yes.
take us through that because it's like on the outside looking in. Like, is that really what's going on?
I have a crystal in my pussy right now.
Yeah,
if you guys
just
know.
for good
I'm just
vibes.
kidding. I don't podcast without it.
Care to show us?
Yeah.
a whole
you
different type of
imagine?
Kegel these
Yeah.
times. You know,
They do that. Okay, real talk though. I've never done like what are they like a yoni egg or something? Do you know?
Yeah,
what they-
yeah, I know what
I've
you're talking
actually
about.
never.
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
So the special is really my journey, which I actually say non-ironically somehow. I literally I used to jokingly say the word journey, and I actually fucking say it.
Yeah.
So that's the LA in me. Of meeting my now husband and dating him, moving in together, and then getting married, and it is all true. Like I moved to LA the beginning of 2023, and I was like, I am turning 40 this year. I want to find a partner. Like I'm gonna manifest it. I joke about this in the special, but truly, like I believe in that to an extent.
Yeah.
Say it out loud.
Yep.
Live your life in a way that you want to bring it into your
Totally,
life. Like
So we do it on the show all the time. When there's something we want, where we look dead in the camera, and we're like, make this a clip.
And it has worked multiple times.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And even a friend of mine who she's a tarot reader and she actually has like predicted most of my life. She was like, you should physically make space in your life, like get a king bed, which I thought I'd only had a queen when I lived here in New York. I moved to LA randomly. I live in a different house now, but the first house I lived in was like really small. I was like, I will stuff a king bed in this fucking bedroom if it kills me.
Yep.
Truly, like little things like that, I think matter. So I dated a bunch in LA. That's what I talk about in the special. Like the guys I dated, just really all the stereotypes you can imagine. And then again, like the manifesting and all the things, making space, holding space, like doing all the things.
Yeah.
And I also like doing the king bed because it's like your husband is quite tall, so it's like the king bed is just inviting the space for a large
We
man
need the
to enter.
space. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Because he still had a queen when we were dating. When we were long distance, he had a queen in Boston. And I was like, we can't.
Oh my
what's
God.
you're a king?
I yell at some of my husband's friends, like his few single friends that are left, and like I've had, because I've been like, guys, like what?
Right.
One of his friends has a full bed,
Oh.
and I said, you can't possibly live your life with a full bed.
When I see a full, it looks like a twin.
No,
it's
and once
crazy,
sleeping a
but-
king, everything might as well be a
I
twin.
will say though,
Yeah.
going to a guy's house and he has a king for the first time, it's slutty.
Oh my God.
You're like, that's really slutty.
Yeah, like how rich are you?
Yeah, like you have a king.
You made it. Because you don't have to, you know, like
Yeah.
you're a dude. I don't
Yep.
know. So they made a choice.
Full was just out of control. I said
Full is
That's-
out of control.
that's-
It has to be at least
mean,
a queen.
That's your childhood bed.
Yeah, like exactly.
Those are for kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you get the king bed.
Yes, get the king bed. And we, I again dated in LA, and it was just like not really working for me. Again, I would go through this all in the special, and then we went out on tour, and I had known him before. It's a like long story. He had like a crush on me before, and like I was kind of like his like one of his like hall passes, whatever. And we had met at a show years prior. It's like a whole long story, whatever. But I didn't like know him, but I'd met him. I knew he was tall and hot.
Yeah.
And so when we go out on this tour in May of 2023, we did like all our big theater shows, and I had just gotten off the pill and was so horny. That's how that works. That's a real fucked thing for women, that it's just like you're not protected against pregnancy, but you're hornier than ever. I was just horny. And I was like, I'm trying to find a husband, and I'm just going to meet dudes on the road. Yeah. And so that's really what I did. I hooked up with a guy the very first tour stop that was like 23. And I was like, I can't believe he wasn't born in the 1900s. And then I connected with Shashank, my now husband, in Boston. And he came to the show, met up afterwards, and I basically just DM'd him like, are you still single? You still are in love with me? What's up? Yeah. And he came, and the rest is history. We were together ever since that.
That's amazing. And I love that he was a fan.
I can't recommend it enough. Taylor Swift did it right. Marry your biggest fan. It really is nice.
Yeah, like he's a huge fan of you.
Yeah.
He respects you.
And he also gets what we do.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like there's no adjusting of like you having to introduce him to your material or what a show is like, because he's already been there.
100%. Like he loves what I do, and he's totally secure, and he gets it. But even if he wasn't, like, I'd be like, you knew.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't say shit.
Exactly. Like you were a fan of me.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're going to switch
Like,
up.
I put it all out there, so you should know everything about me already.
I love that. And you talked so highly of him, which I love. Never taking out the trash. I'm with you. Never. Dude,
Like,
I didn't.
If you live with a man, that's the man job.
He takes out the trash. I'm like you said, all the feminism goes out the window. Like
100%.
no,
Yeah.
you're taking out the trash.
Like there's someone in one of our neighbors. He saw like the woman taking out the trash, and I was like, all right, we're just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that our husband's out of town, or like he's out of town.
Yes. Oh my God, that is good.
That is so true. I did like a huge apartment clean over the weekend. Like I had to the winter clothes back in storage and the whole thing, and I just was doing so much. But the one thing was just like in the corner were all the bags of trash, because it's like, well, that's
it's your husband's job.
I said,
your
Joe, well,
job.
you will take the trash. You will take all the trash out.
I don't.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't open packages unless my husband's home, because I'm like, these boxes. Not my
boxes?
problem.
The boxes are not going to break the
Yeah, those are not my problem.
You guys, I don't think Shashank really knew what he was signing up for with the boxes. So like last year of like the tour, I was touring and planning a wedding, like outfits, just so much revolve, so much all the things, like so
Returns,
many
the
boxes.
whole
so many boxes.
Yes.
That
Right. Or then sometimes when he throws away the wrong box, I'm like, I needed that box still.
The label's in the box.
What do you mean? I'm like, well, the return label's in the box. Now the box is gone. Now I have to go find a printer. I don't have a printer.
guys, he brought a label printer into our house.
Oh my God.
Richard, wait. No, but I think he wasn't prepared for like the box. Like, sometimes, and I'll just throw him outside. Like, I'll just throw him out the front door. Like, that's not my problem.
Yeah, no.
Like, that, I do a lot.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
In this home. And that's your area.
Right. You're bringing a lot into this home. We are
Like,
not
the boxes just
folding up
disappear.
the boxes. Like, you should just look another way and the boxes should be gone. Yeah.
I think it's hot to watch a man break down a bunch of boxes.
Oh,
a
yeah,
box cutter?
It's great. Oh my
A
God.
weapon?
It's
Totally.
like, we like plan a day. We're like, okay. He's like, I'm going to get the packages. So like,
You're like, I'm going to get that other
yeah. It's like, okay, well, tonight's a good night then. No, it's so funny. You talk about so much in this special. It was hilarious. You also
so
had
funny.
another joke that I wrote down about like meeting someone in their like college football, like being like, where'd you go to college? What college football team were you a fan of?
Yeah.
You're like, how old are we?
I'm an adult. That was so. I lived in Atlanta for 10 years. I went to Clemson for college, so big like football school, and then lived in Atlanta. So it's interesting how people are more into their college team than an NFL team.
Yeah.
So and now I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm an Eagles fan. Like
I graduated to a pro team.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
We're on to the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's people are still like that. So it's still like go Dogs or
Oh,
Roll
totally.
Tide. Like down the
and
south.
that's
Totally.
something I don't get because I didn't really go to college, and like I don't understand.
I didn't have a big football
Right,
no big
and-
football scene.
Yeah, my husband's not a college football guy.
Right.
I mean, he likes college basketball, so it's not really anything
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But like, like these people like wear the rings of the college they went to and all that, and I'm just like, that's really intense.
And that's what you're into. That's totally fine. I mean, I had an ex. I mean, his whole personality was Alabama football.
Yeah.
And either way, whatever you want to do. But to me, I'm like, it's so much more fun to be an Eagles fan, like as my primary personality trait,
right.
than like these college kids.
That is true. But it is being an Eagles fan, which comes with a lot of personality.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some places that, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
sure.
it wasn't
depends.
as cool to be a Falcons fan. Like, so
Yeah,
being in the South, being in Atlanta, I'm like, the vibes are not the same. It felt, the city, it did feel more transient in that way. Like, I don't think the Falcons, that's not a type of, so people in Atlanta are like Georgia fans or whatever, instead of Falcons fans as much.
Right. Is your husband a Patriots fan?
Yeah, I mean, technically, just growing up in New England, but now he is an Eagles fan. Like, we've been to a bunch of
bring him in.
games, and he and
what
my
happens.
brother. Yeah. But I still like the Celtics, actually. Like, I have 76ers first, but like, we went to a Celtics playoff game. It was so electric. I love the Garden. Like, I am good with the Celtics.
Ooh,
But
so that's kind of tough this past.
always 76ers first. But yeah, we're just. I love it. He has Eagles like merch and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we really
You got to
we
get
did
him
that.
in. I did the same thing to my husband when we went to the Super Bowl. I was like, look, we're going to the game. You're coming. And I got you a shirt and I got you a hat and you will be wearing.
What did he?
both.
Who did he like before?
He's a Jets fan.
Okay.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's a struggle, and
Say that
he was
so
like, if
sadly.
I can jump in, I can jump in.
It's just
It's like I can jump in and root for.
He was
for
blowing the
Eagles.
whistle all over the place after that.
Oh, absolutely. Got him like a cool Abercrombie like men's
Right.
T-shirt and the hat
Right.
and the whole thing. I'm like, this is the look.
While we're on the topic of Philly, did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
Yeah,
She was
I went to
there.
it.
Oh my God, you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, how was it being there?
I loved being there. So I mean, I've seen some mixed reviews.
Yeah.
But some of what I've seen seem like they're from people who don't know what a roast is,
Yeah.
where it's the worst shit ever that you say about people, you know. And
Yeah.
so
That's what it's supposed to
yeah,
be.
it's all of it falls under racism, sexism, ageism, making fun of people's parents who died, your spouse who committed suicide. Like, it's dark. I didn't love all of it, but I think a couple of things felt like crossed the line. But I'm also like a comedian where I'm like, the roast is where there shouldn't actually be a line.
Yeah.
But being there was amazing. I mean, the fact that they brought Tom Brady out, I think, really started it strong, because the thing about this roast was a lot of what you noticed if you watched it was that it wasn't the strongest like people, like it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
They had a hard time even. I know, like internally, they had a hard time even finding a lot of people to participate. So to
Really?
start with that star power, and then Usher, and then end with The Rock. Like the whole time we're sitting there, like, is The Rock going to come out? And then Cheryl Underwood, who just. I didn't love the way they kind of went in on her all night. So I've never rooted for someone so much to go up and just
Right, and
absolutely crush.
Yeah.
And it was electric.
Amazing. Like, I was hitting my couch laughing at
And
Charlotte
she's
Underwood.
just Def Jam old school, like comedian, like just really in it. And I talked to Shane a little after the after party, and he started, and you could tell that he was even like, oh, this is gonna be rough, you know. And he was probably just the people who were on the floor, maybe they weren't laughing. I don't know. We were all laughing. We thought it was great. And even he said that he felt like after Chelsea, it kind of cracked everybody open and kind of got better after that. But we were like, it was great the whole time. I mean,
Do you think
I enjoyed
do you think maybe some comedians are a little like afraid to participate in a roast like that because it's watched by so many people, and it's like if you do try and go there, then you get like, as you see the internet ripping these people apart, saying like that wasn't funny or blah 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 blah. It's like it's just like maybe this is not worth it.
For sure. People turn it down. Some
Yeah,
people don't
yeah.
want to do it. And I think there's also this probably more of a male trait that they're like, I'm going to do it and it's going to Nikki Glazer my career, you know, because when you do it in a way that she did it, obviously she was famous before, but that catapulted her into another stratosphere. So I think most people are like, that's the dream for that to happen, to crush so hard that people it just changes your trajectory of your career. But that doesn't happen that often. So I don't know. I mean, every comedian has a team of writers. It's admittedly, I don't think that's a secret anymore. I think maybe people used to think that all came from their own brain, and it doesn't. If you don't hire writers, I think you're making a mistake. If you really are that if you're confident to think like I can do this on my own, you're wrong. So there's that. But yeah, I think people don't want to do it, and I mean, don't want to be the person getting roasted. Like, I don't think that Kevin Hart was probably their first choice.
Right. And you know what? We felt that in the sense that, like, you go from Tom Brady, so you get somebody that's not in that world but just has the insane star power. That's what makes a roast sometimes so interesting, is when it's not a comedian.
Well, and didn't Kevin Hart hosted Tom Brady's roast? Like, we just saw this, like, which it's fine. It was great. I love Kevin Hart, but Tom Brady, that was insane. When you really think about him agreeing to that, it's shocking.
Yeah,
because he's more private. He's an athlete. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. It's nuts.
And I think he was shocked by what was said to him, which made it even better. Like, Kevin Hart, he knows what's going to be said about him, so it plays into it. I still thought it was great and funny.
What'd you
I
guys
think there
think?
were a couple of moments where it was just like, you could tell that Shane was like nervous about people's reaction, but I'm like, just in my head, I'm like, just stop addressing it, you know, like, because
he doesn't need to do that.
He kept being like, "Fuck you, it's funny," and I'm like, you don't even have to do that. Like,
no one knows watching it. Like
we didn't know that the crowd in front of you was not laughing.
And I told him that afterwards. I was like, again, I think sometimes you're playing to. There was definitely comedians on the floor, but sometimes you're playing to like the Hollywood elites or whatever. Like, I can't think of a worse crowd than like an Oscar crowd, like those award shows and stuff. Different vibes at the roast, but I think it just maybe took those people a little bit of time to warm up. But like, I mean, Shane's also going to Shane, and he's going to like say the thing that's on it. Like, I think that makes him really relatable and likable. That he could be up there thinking he's bombing and he's not, or something.
But then he like says it. But then in this moment, I feel like it took away from it sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
you don't need to say
just move along. Because then there were other people saying similar jokes and people were cackling. So I'm like, you kind of just got to move along. But I thought that there were some really great ones. I thought there were obviously some ones that missed that probably just didn't need to be said. But who did you think like was a real standout besides Cheryl? Because Cheryl, we know, like absolutely crushed it.
Cheryl, Chelsea, Pete.
I said the same thing. I thought Pete was great. Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
I thought Pete was so funny.
Yeah, I thought he was too. Pete Davidson is so funny to be roasted. Everyone just talks about how big his dick is and how much ass he can pull. It's insane to sit up there. And and his dad. He's heard about his dad. Whatever. He's fine about it. I thought the Usher thing was hilarious. Like that he changed the lyrics to Burn. And then like the Rock coming out was great.
Yeah.
I liked Lizzo. The flute with all the little people was insane. But I just, not that she had these amazing jokes. She's not a comedian. It was her set was fine. She just was having fun.
Good PR for Lizzo.
She just looked like she was having fun and laughing. And I said this as well. Like, when you watch a roast, you want to watch the people that are on the couches laugh at themselves. If they can't laugh at themselves when the camera cuts to them and they're just like, you're like, ooh, like it makes the joke last funny. It makes you, like it gives you a different feeling. You want those people to also be laughing. So when everyone was making jokes about Lizzo and you could hear Lizzo like dying laughing, I'm like, it just makes it
having the time
so
of
much
her life.
Better.
I really liked her energy. I don't really know what was going on with Regina Hall. She was sitting there looking
unsure.
This is no shade. This is truly just what we saw was she looked very miserable. Yeah. And I think the way they sat her next to Chelsea, like Chelsea was in the forefront. So I think that was weird too. That was not maybe their decision. But Lizzo had the most fun. She like couldn't even get her through a joke. She was laughing so much, which is like, if you don't like her, you think that's annoying. I am neutral on her, so I was just like, she's having fun.
Yeah.
Let her cook.
It's good to just see people having fun up there. You mentioned that everybody has a team of writers, and if you don't, then like you just think you're too good. When it came to doing your special and doing your tour, do you have a team of writers working with you for that?
No writers. I have like, I mean, it's no, and I can't speak for every comedian. I think, because some people, maybe they wouldn't be honest. For the most part, most people's first special should be like most of their own jokes. Like the more famous you get, the more content you have to put out, which is a weird way to talk about comedy. But like, I don't know, you're on your 5th or 6th special, you need help of coming up with the stuff. You're more famous.
You've only lived so much life.
Yes, exactly.
First special, you're like, I got decades of material.
Yes. So this is all I got, and I have But yeah, again, I can't speak for everybody. I feel proud of it. I have like a tag or two
so
that's, like I've sat down with Andrew Collin, who I love, and we've workshopped stuff, but it's all, and I think there's like one actually funny tag he gave me on this joke I have about Eminem, the rapper. And, but other than that, no, it's all, I don't have writers to thank. It is all me. I mean, my husband is like my muse, obviously. Raina, I sit down with Raina, and I mean, it's, he and Raina are the people that are like my biggest support system, and also just I run stuff by. Like I work stuff out with them. But I want to go back to the roast really quick because I have to tell you guys. So like Meek Mill comes out at the end. He plays Dreams and Nightmares, which is also kind of like unofficial Philadelphia Eagles song. So he's at the after party, and I love him, and my brother like really loves him. So I was like, I want to talk to Meek. Like, and by the way, the after party, there's a VIP section, which I think is funny because everybody's VIPs in there, but there's still like the VVIP.
Yeah.
With
You got to be a
French
VVIP.
Montana, Lamar, Odom, like whatever.
So all of the Kardashians' exes.
Corey was there too. Like,
Lamar,
perfect.
French Montana, and Corey.
Seriously, right? Yeah. So Shashank was like, just go talk to him. And I was like, no, you do it. I think something about him. He's just this like tall, attractive, like Indian guy. He just like, people take to him. Like, I'm just like a white girl. Like, I was like, you do it. He always does this for me. He'll like, he did this with Jason Kelsey. Like, he'll go up and just be like, my wife, whatever. So he goes up, and I said, tell him we played Dreams and Nightmares at our wedding. We might have played it. Bottom line, I'm appropriating my brother's wedding. So the last song on my brother's wedding was Dreams and Nightmares. It was like the final song, like whatever. They made a big thing about it. That was not our final song. Our final song was We Found Love, obviously by Rihanna. But I was like, we'll just tell him that was we'll just tell him.
Yeah. We'll just combine. Come on.
Yeah, it's fine. We can. My brother. I'm sure he would allow it. So he goes up and he's like, Meek, I got to tell you, my wife's from Philly. I'm not. I would die if he said where, because I'd have to be like Delaware, and then I'd be like, I'm mortified. But Philly adjacent.
Literally just make up a place.
I would have been like Manayunk. I would have just said a thing, whatever.
So well, no, you do the same. I do the same thing. Exactly. It's like I grew up in North Jersey. They're like, oh, are you a Philly fan? I'm like, I just am. Like,
exactly. So he's like, my wife's from Philly. I'm like, what if he asks where? And he was like, we played Dreams and Nightmares at our wedding, and he was like, you did? That's so cool. And he has like there's security right there. That, like they put his hand on Shashank, and Meek is like, he's good. And so we tell him this, and I wasn't gonna ask for a photo, but we told him this whole thing. He goes, then get that flick then. And I go, what? And I was like, does he? I don't know. I never. He goes, get that flick then. And I said, what? He was like,
you're like,
is get the picture.
You're like, is that a photo?
I've never heard flick, but
that is amazing.
So like and then Shashank takes it. He's like, man, you can be in it. And he's like, no, I'm good. You just take it with my girl, So we got this photo, and the photo's crazy.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it on my carousel. But in the background is Tiffany Haddish and French Montana, like just casually in the background.
That is unbelievable.
But couldn't have been nicer.
That is so nice. I'm gonna use that. Get that flick then.
No, we've been saying it like for days ever since.
Amazing. You're like, I think you mean photo. I'm just gonna go with photo.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand next to you and hope you mean photo.
Next time a fan comes up to you, be like, get that flick
then.
Get that
flick. 100%. Because well, okay. When you guys meet people, they come up to you like, I love you, like. I know they want a picture.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'll take it if you ask, but I'm not gonna offer.
No, because God forbid they go, no, I'm good. Which has happened.
By the way, because it has happened.
You know what? My friends do it all the time. Like my real best, like they mean well, they're so great. But like if we're out at a bar somewhere or something and like a listener comes up and they're like, oh, friend, like love your stuff. Like one of my friends will be like, oh my God, like do you want a picture? And they'll be like, no.
Which has happened.
I told my friends to stop doing that.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do that.
Or when they're with like a significant other, and the significant other's like, get a picture with her, and they're like, they're like, no, it's okay, and they walk away. It's like,
almost worse when they.
So I'm not good enough for a flick then.
Or it's also almost worse when they go, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
sure.
So now you're taking the picture. They don't really want it. It's probably just going to get deleted.
Now you're their fan.
Yeah, like, by the way, I'm always open to taking a picture. Like, oh, you want to take a picture with me? Please.
Yes.
Like,
no, the dynamic has
amazing.
shifted when they aren't excited anymore.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, okay then.
What if I would have said no to Meek Mill?
Yeah.
Like, get that like that. I'm good.
Nah, I'm actually good. This is enough for me.
Wait, you mentioned Tiffany Haddish, and like, what was she doing?
Okay, I don't know. She was there.
She was there. She was
Cover of Sports Illustrated.
cover of
by
Sports
the way,
Illustrated.
Today.
Get announced today. But she didn't have one moment.
They okay. So by the way, like we couldn't totally see. They didn't show on the like. We were in seated right up front. We could see everything. We were watching some of the screens too, but we couldn't see close up everybody who was on the back of the couch. And there was a moment where I was like, all these people can't be roasting. This will take, we'll be here all night.
And it was already long.
It was already long, yeah. So she was just sitting there. Like, if you guys watched it, like, I didn't see it from that vantage point. Like, she's just sitting there hanging out.
Yeah,
like, I don't understand it. They just didn't address
She's
her
just
at all.
laughing, sitting there.
But
no
I don't
comment.
even get it because she's a comic. Like,
I
get it if you
know.
want your friends up there to be on the couches.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was
I don't
seemed
know.
like the situation on the other couch. I think Kevin Hart just had his boys in the
right,
back,
which is fine, which is understandable. But a comedian is there.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I know, and then it was like, and it was really not like addressed at all. Like, I don't think they said her name
No,
one
they
time.
didn't. Never.
It wasn't like she was not roasted by anyone else. Her name was not brought up.
Yeah.
She just
Like
there.
not even like. And Tiffany's here.
Yeah.
Like it was like they were told keep her name out of your mouth. It was weird.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like they were told to keep Regina Hall's name out of their mouth.
But then I'm like, but what would they have said? I don't know.
Yeah, right. I know.
Like what joke is there?
I don't think there is.
know.
I don't know.
Although, and she was, I thought she was funny. Like when she went up, she kind of put on like a whole, she's a great actress. So I feel like she did like this whole performance really of like hearing from Kevin's dead mom, which was, I thought it was pretty funny.
She said, what did she say? She was like, she said, she's doing the mom. She's like, she said Tiana wasn't going to do good.
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor, the most beautiful woman alive.
Yeah.
Amazing actress, obviously, but she did kind of bomb. And then when Shane went up after and addressed it, I laughed like so hard. I told him that night. I was like, that really got me.
Yeah, and when he was like, Pete, you're the only one that can. That was really funny. Tiana Taylor really is. I was writing this in our group chat. I was like, she is definitely one of the hottest people alive. It's actually not even close. Like,
not even close.
It's pretty stunning looking at her. Like, I can't even imagine seeing her in person.
Close.
Yeah.
Yes. When you see people like that, so guess star sighting the other night was we saw.
Yeah, I saw Leonardo DiCaprio the other day.
You did? Mm-hmm. How did you feel seeing him in the flesh?
Clearly, she hasn't stopped thinking about it.
Well, mine's Aunt Becky from Full House, so
Really?
less Lori Loughlin, but stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine
She's
so.
so beautiful.
She just got a different haircut too that really suits her, I thought.
I didn't even, and then I just saw her daughter this morning on some cover something. I didn't realize just how much they look alike. Like,
Yeah,
she
they
had
look
the-
a lot alike.
But we saw her. We walked in this restaurant, and Shashank was like, "There's Lori Loughlin," and I'm like, "You're exactly right." And she's so beautiful. Like when you usually you see celebrities in real life, they're smaller than you think, and more stunning.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
So,
Leo was.
okay, where'd you see him?
Sorry, at a restaurant in the city. Well, I saw Sam Rockwell, Adrian Brody, and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my gosh.
At the same restaurant, all at separate times. Leo had his mustache. He's looking fantastic. I feel like his aura and presence is still on me from Friday.
Same with Meek Mill, but
Yeah, right. Exactly. And we link up together. Oh my God, unstoppable. We're Leo and Meek Mill together. No, it just like feels like it's still on me a little bit. Like I'm glowing a little bit more and everything. But as the days go on, I get sadder and sadder because I feel like
farther away.
Yeah, like it's like the memory's fading a little bit. I heard his voice, which was like to me, I love Leonardo DiCaprio's voice.
Yeah.
And like that really sticks with me, you know? But yeah, enough about me in this story.
Were you with your
'cause-
husband?
No, this is we've already been through it. It's kind of a controversial story in this room. She was supposed to go.
We
She
spent
didn't
45
go.
minutes talking about it on Monday,
He didn't
so-
get the invite.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So like people are like really jealous of me and the people I were with
Yeah.
in this office because I was with two other people in this office. And like
okay.
the office is like really like jealous of it. It's like really ugly of them actually. Like they're like being like
No,
really
like,
rude
you're a
about
hater.
it. No, yeah, they're being like big time haters. They're being rude and like
Yeah.
dismissing us. It's like, okay. Well, some of us saw Leo and some of us didn't.
Right.
So.
I don't mean just, I don't know, invite him to the office, see if he comes.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
you guys have had
that
big
would be a
stars in
thing. He was
here.
with his girlfriend and everything. Yeah,
That's huge. That's like the top.
Yeah.
it's as
Of,
high
like,
as eight.
yeah.
Really.
One of the
It's
the
not to
guys
brag,
did
not to keep bragging. to
try
the room.
and take a picture though as he went into the
Trying
car.
to get that flick.
Yeah, he tried to get that flick,
He tried to get
and
that
the
flick,
restaurant
and then
yelled at him.
someone like from the restaurant came out and
Yeah,
was like,
I was like,
delete that.
you got to delete that. So I'm hoping I'm not banned from this place.
Yeah.
But that is besides.
And like didn't even get him in the picture. He just like got his car.
Yeah, he just wanted to be like, he's in this car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To rub it in Noah's face.
Yeah.
And Noah's like been hating us ever since. It's a whole thing. He's like really.
I can feel Noah's hater energy.
He can.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
It's
been
radiating.
No, I'm just
Yes.
saying that this didn't happen. Like this was just
He's
this is a whole
like,
elaborate
oh, this
prank.
is really fun that this.
Oh.
No,
That's-
it
that's-
did. He's like, it's really ugly. It's a really ugly trait.
I don't
Don't
like
feed
it.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him it's really ugly. Anyways, how has the feedback been to your special?
man.
Do you feel like it's been received well? Are you excited about it? Do you want to do another one?
It's been really received really well. So yes, like you mentioned, you can watch it on YouTube or Prime Video, but I did a live premiere on YouTube with a live chat,
Oh, so
which was
fun.
like the most fun thing
That
of
is so
my
fun.
life. So I don't know. I had some nerves about that. I think we all think like, is there going to be like haters in there? No, it was all
Yeah.
positive. And it's just everyone is in this chat going crazy about like every joke, every tag, and they're like, ha 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 ha. Like it was so nuts. And like a few people jumped in, like my director from the special jumped in, like the Stand Comedy Club jumped in, like just random people kept coming in there, and Raina popped in, and everyone's like, "Where's Shishang?" And like he comes in,
Oh my
and he's
God,
like,
so
"Hi,"
fun.
he says hi.
Oh my
You know,
God.
people
Yeah,
go crazy
everyone.
for it,
Yeah.
and so and I had some
that's so
friends
funny.
over, and my Shishang made this bingo. So we had like Here Comes the Bride bingo. You can still get those. You can check my link tree and download a bingo card or play it on like digitally. But that was really so fun. Like there was like such a high, and to have people over at my house and watch it and
That's
stuff.
so fun.
It's been great. The feedback has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people are saying they're watching it 2 and 3 times. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
It was.
I've never in my life watched a comedy special twice.
Really?
I mean,
I do it all the time.
do?
Yeah, because
well, that's so flattering.
It turns
Yeah.
into
Like,
a comfort. I think. Like it's like
Yeah.
You're
That's
like you
true.
know a laugh is coming.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I love to hear that. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's just I love hearing from people watching it, and I've gotten so many incredible messages, and a lot of people are watching it with their partners, and the message I've probably gotten the most is like, I watch this with my boyfriend, fiance, husband, and he doesn't laugh a lot, and I'm like,
Right,
relatable. I get it.
classic.
He
Yeah,
wants on a
yeah,
big
yeah.
laugher, and he loved it, and I'm like, that's so nice, you know. And this one DM from this woman she sent in, she was like, I was watching your special and I thought my kids were like doing something, and all of a sudden my daughter comes around the corner and goes, "Who choked her?" And she was like, "So
my
now I have
God.
to watch it."
Right.
Oh my God.
There's a good. What is uncircumcised mean?
Yeah.
that
right.
bit was so good about the Joe Manny and the choking, and that was so good.
I mean, to be getting choked and you're like, "This guy's a gel manny."
Yo, I'm actually getting.
This is the color, by the way.
Yeah, and you're getting choked by yourself, basically.
Right.
That's right. When you were like, ladies, we all know the color.
This is
I'm
the
like,
color,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I actually do. It's called Let's Be Friends. It's,
Yeah.
it's SC. It's OPI. OPI. Let's Be Friends.
I was like, it was in my head. I was like, it's either that or it's Funny Bunny. You know,
right. Exactly.
We all know it.
that's
Yeah.
totally real.
Oh, it's too good.
You know what I also really loved at the end of the special? You put in a moment from your wedding with your, I'm guessing your dad's,
Yeah, my dad's speech. Yeah.
And he makes a DUI joke and everyone goes crazy.
Insane.
But I'm laughing because everyone's going crazy, but then I'm like, you know, his family doesn't seem to be hooting and hollering as much at their table, because like your friends are like up, like waving their like throwing their napkins around. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like
Yeah, he had like at our wedding, he had like his mom has a bunch of sisters. Like he had his like aunties there, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, or his actual aunts actually. And I don't even know if they really processed what happened, but yeah, this moment on our wedding. So there's wedding footage all throughout. It opens. It's through a few moments throughout, and then it ends with this moment of my dad's speech. That's, you know what it is? It's my joke.
Yeah.
My dad just called back to my joke.
Yeah,
So everyone thinks
yeah.
he brought the house down. I'm like, that's my bit. Yeah. He just said he knows the bit. I just filmed the special 3 weeks ago. He's seen it. He knows
Yep.
it. So
Yeah.
he did my joke.
Yep.
And standing ovation.
Yeah.
My agent is on his feet. Book him a tour. Sign him right now. Like people were on their feet. Bobby Westside is my friend who emceed the wedding. He's got the mic stand pumping it above
Yeah.
his head. Like people went absolutely berserk for this thing at my wedding. And my dad, he plays a big part of the special too. I told us a story about him and everything. He's so funny, and he didn't plan that. It was people were like, "How I couldn't plan that if I tried."
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So,
No, that's off the cuff.
and he
Yeah.
like he's a big drinker, but he didn't drink until after a speech. Like he went in clear-headed, knowing he was going to crush. Like I truly feel like after that, he totally let loose. Like he knew he had a moment coming.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was so good because it just felt like what great energy from everybody in the response.
So good.
And you always kind of think like that someone who is a comedian for their job, you're like, well, you must be surrounded by some funny people in your life. Like you got to get the funny you have to be kind of introduced to funny somehow.
Right. Funny or like trauma.
Yes. yeah.
Or
no,
both.
for sure.
Or both. A combination of both.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really our like speech block at our wedding was so elite. Like I don't, because that was for my brother did a speech. He's so funny. I think he's the funniest person. He hates public speaking. He's not a big like showman, but I think he's hilarious. It was so funny. My parents, mainly my dad, and then Shashank's sister had everyone in tears. I mean, we did it so well. And every time I'm at a wedding, the speeches start, and I honestly love when people bomb. Like I find like some of the awkwardness. It's so entertaining to me, but like it's hard.
I
Wedding
agree.
speeches can be so brutal and so long.
Oh.
Like I was like, we'll start
been to
lighting
some
people
bad
if they go over their time.
Yeah, we didn't. We did at our rehearsal dinner the night before. My sister, my brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law all made speeches, and then only at our wedding did my dad make a speech.
Right.
And he was so nervous because he was the only one making a speech, but he fucking crushed it.
I love
but
that.
He had tears, he had people laughing, but he was so nervous, right?
Yes.
Remember my dad
so
was
nervous.
like so nervous leading up to it. Like he couldn't even speak to people like once like the reception
Right.
started was until after that. But then we went.
Yeah, I was like up at the bar with him, and I was like, "Are you all right?"
Fran was like he like
mute.
couldn't like he was just
and
looking
your mom
at her,
was
like
like, "He's nervous."
he like couldn't speak, and Fran was like, "I think your dad is like freaking out." I'm like,
I
can
can
tell.
panic attack.
No, literally. But we went to a wedding, and I'll just say it. I won't say who, but there was a speech that happened, and the guy, the best man, said like he's done a lot of dumb things, but like the dumbest thing he's ever done is get married, and like we like the room stopped.
Wedding crashers.
No, it was
moment.
like genuinely like, well, we're at the wedding right now, right? Like everyone felt like like you could just hear the air sucked out of the room. But at the same time, you're like, I'm
like dying.
so thankful I
Like,
just witnessed that. Like
You're like, I will tell everyone
cannot
about
believe
this.
I just
Yeah.
witnessed this.
Like if the bride is my best friend, I'm upset.
Yeah,
But-
yeah,
But
I felt-
otherwise, you guys, I live for stuff like that. Like there's a thing.
you feel awful, but at the same time, you're like, that was epic.
Yeah.
There was like a little bit of something we thought might be drama at my wedding with like a couple that had broken up, whatever. Nothing happened, but I was like, fucking get into it. I love drama. Like as long as it doesn't affect me.
Yes.
I'm just like, I love a little.
Oh my God.
The
spicy.
stories the
Yeah.
next day.
I was
of,
at
like,
one that happened.
Things that
family
happened.
drama. Like I
Download the
watched
next
family
day.
drama go down, and
Yes.
and like I was like, and I just like sat there being like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm watching like a dispute at a wedding. This is my dream.
It's kind of the best though when it like doesn't actually happen, but you hear rumblings of it might happen. Like people are talking shit, and you're like honestly, I had this kind of the same thing at
Hear what
at
Uncle
our wedding.
Hear what Uncle James
Right.
said last night. to
Yeah,
everybody?
like
yeah.
I had a couple people fuming at somebody else, and I was like, I don't want anything to happen, but like, hey, if you got to do what you got to do, you know, like. But the next day, getting the full recap of this person said this,
you guys,
and
it's
this
like-
person said that.
It's like I had one friend like, who's married, but like all these guys were going after. Like there was just. She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But she was gonna flirt a little bit, and people thought they had a chance. A guy slipped her his room key. I'm like, her husband's here. And then like we had one guest, not on my side, that was just the drunkest, most problematic. Like like my wedding planner said, she caught him crying and she shoved him into the bathroom and said, "Clean yourself up, get yourself together." She cut him off at the bar. The next day, hearing all the things,
and you're like, wow, everyone does such a good job of protecting the
hiding
bride
it.
and groom
They do.
from this because you hear it the next day. And you're like, when did that happen?
I didn't find out until 6 months later that my godfather threw up under his table. He was so drunk that he threw up at his seat. Had no idea. No idea. I was like, that's amazing. He had a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like you're like, wow, I don't know how
did I miss that?
I was there. How'd you guys all do this without me realizing this was
No
all
one doesn't even
happening?
remember my wedding.
That's my biggest regret is that I don't remember anything.
you drank, you blacked out.
Yeah, after the cocktail hour, I don't remember anything. So
He carved his
I don't
initials
think
in our
I
dance floor.
fully realized that.
We
that you
rented,
don't
like,
have any
whatever.
recollection.
I have so many pictures
Yeah.
of Noah's initials on the corner of our dance floor that he was so drunk he carved
You
his
know,
name
like
in
when
it.
you use like your rubber soles on like it. You know when you
Yeah.
be in gym class in middle school and you would use your
Yes.
your school shoes on the gym floor and it would like you could
like-
it would leave rubber past. Like he was doing that on the dance floor.
There are romantic pictures of my husband and I like
Yeah.
kissing and he's dipping me and you just see in the corner Noah's initials in the background. I'm like,
No,
yeah.
no. What'd you do at the cocktail hour? Were you like ripping shots?
well, there was like 2 hours in between after the.
Oh.
So like
Did
we
you
went
do,
to a
like, a-
bar.
We did hit
Because
a
we had
bar.
a church. Yeah.
Like, the whole thing,
So
we
I
had
think
more time.
that's really what like
That'll
fast
do
fo-
it.
We
yeah.
had about 2 hours in between where if some people could pace themselves.
He's like, it's my big. He goes, I had such a good time. I think.
That's so true. Those
Yeah.
weddings with that gap in between that I've
Yeah.
been to, like it's a little worrisome always. Like, what are people going to get into?
Hey, it was a good time though.
It was.
Totally. Yeah.
Yes. No, that is so true. You really just never know. You just all
never
this
know
other-
what's going on.
All these other side plots that are
So
happening.
what's the next era for you now? You're married. Are we closing the
That's
chapter
it, you
on
guys.
the
I'm just a wife now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean on the comedy front of
That's
you
it,
know
I'm
it was
done.
all
Yeah.
it was all wedding related, and
Yeah.
now
I don't know. I mean, I have written some new I mean, you get to start from scratch. Obviously, you dump everything and it's like start completely from scratch. And I've been working on some new stuff. Raina is on tour, so I've been going out with her. And like, that's when I'm like working
Yep.
stuff
Yeah.
out. She's the show here Thursday. If you guys can come, we'll
amazing.
talk after.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. At Gramercy Theater. So I'll host her show. Me doing stand up for 13 years. Raina started it 6 months ago. I'm her host.
Yeah.
We love that dynamic.
love
Like
that.
opening for her.
Yep.
No, that's my best friend. But I don't know. I mean, I really do enjoy doing comedy. I love doing this special. I don't know. I joke that I want to do one amazing special. I want to be like Lauryn Hill, like one album, one and done.
Right,
One
right.
perfect album.
right.
Be
And they're
done.
like, she doesn't have to really do anything more because
That's it.
That
Just-
one album.
But no, I'm still doing it. I don't have like an immediate goal. I have other things we want to do, like Rain and I want to do.
we got the
wanna write a
podcast.
book.
Girls Gotta Eat. You guys know it already.
Yeah.
If you listen to the show, I'm sure you know Girls Gotta Eat.
Yeah,
We love it.
we have that. We want to write a book. Eventually, we've been saying that for years, and that's kind of it. Yeah. So
yeah.
just like
What kind of book? More like
like dating,
Jokey, how-to
like everything
datey.
we've learned over
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
8 years of having our show mixed in with our personal stories as
Yep.
well. And we never knew how we were going to do it because we can't just combine our voice into one. And
Yeah.
we've seen some podcasters do a really good job with alternating chapters. Like Raina does one, I do one,
Yeah.
kind of like our shared stories and life lessons and things like that. So when we picture it kind of like, we've kind of mapped out how it would look as like a trilogy, even a trilogy, that sounds like fiction.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, like
Yeah.
other books down the road.
Yep,
We'd love
yep.
to have a book that turns into a TV show.
Right.
Those
Volume
are kind of like
one.
the next thing, huh?
is it volume 1?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
We
was
love
here for
it.
more.
And
Yeah.
we love you guys so much.
love you guys.
You guys are crushing it. We're so happy for you. I totally can see a TV show. I mean, that just writes itself. But
Yeah.
you guys are both amazing.
Yep.
And
Thanks.
thank you so
We
much
love
for
you
coming
guys.
in. We're so excited for you. Everyone can
Yes.
watch Ashley's special on YouTube or Amazon Prime. I watch it on Amazon Prime. Not that you care where I watch
Yeah.
it, but I'm just saying.
And I watched
don't-
it on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
oh,
we're
there you
gonna
go. You're
cross
getting the
both
views all over the
bases.
place.
Love it.
I love it.
Love
Ashley, thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys.
Thanks.
Love this.